Hmm. Yes. Yes, I believe everything's working. Hello. Hello and hi. It Chris. Uh, Planning on starving again today. I'm in an entirely different house, and I'm glad my streaming setup still works. So there's that. Anyway, we're going to be continuing our trek towards the Platinum Seal, and we're going to go here with a little Untamed Wilds debuff, where every dangerous glade contains 2 threats instead of one. Uh, we're actually going to be playing in the Scarlet Orchard, so that little parentheses actually makes a difference. If we find the one that has find the dangerous glade that has an archaeology bit in it, it'll actually be like, oh, there's just the event and then the archaeology thing. So, I can't go below steep Prestige 5 today, so I guess we'll be doing that. Like, buildings cost more, it really does slow you down quite a bit. I'd rather not. I'd rather keep it at least a little bit easy. Like, I've been trying to climb the Prestige ladder lately. I think having villagers work slower on events on a map where you get double the events might be, like, ill-advised, perhaps. But, yeah. For that reason, I'm just gonna say, nah, I'm good. And I think we're gonna start out with a herb garden and eggs. We'll start with the humans and beavers. It's a nice, simple mix. If we happen to get foxes, it even starts with crystallized dew. That is very appealing to me. Uh, yeah. Herb garden's nice and cheap, so I can start the game with extra food. Simple enough. Uh, yeah. Let's just end it. The herb garden can be great or terrible, depending on the cornerstones you get. Because, well, the only edible thing from a herb garden are roots. And 1-star food is not enough to feed people. Very, very rarely enough to feed people. So I don't usually like to start with a herb garden, but I'm gonna just risk it today, because it was cheap. Gain clearance water for every drizzle water gathered during drizzle. Interesting. Like, it's something. Trade routes increase, cost increases by 2 during the storm. Don't trade during the storm. People without housing move way slower, have housing. Oh, ouch. Ooh, those are really bad. Forest mysteries. Strange lights. Without services, people get distracted and they destroy their production cycle. And eerie song. If they don't have services, they just start dying. I hate that. So, well, I guess the way to solve that is to keep hostility low, win quickly, which is my preferred method of that, or get services. Uh, Weirdly, the herb garden's pretty good for that. Uh, Herbs can turn into incense, and roots can turn into leisure, which hits everybody. Maybe it's doable? I don't know. Definitely gonna need flour for this. Biscuits and pies will be the name of the game, as usual. Pickled goods will be also exceptionally good. But, yeah, let's see what we get. Ooh. I mean, this has to be supplier, right? 2-star flour, great. 2-star planks, also great. And the ability to make water skins is great. Granary, also very tempting. It's the only 2-star pickled goods building in the entire game. Plus, it gives you 2-star fabric. It's very, very strong. But Supplier is stronger. So I click that button. Call that good. Interesting. Clay pit? Or brick oven? I mean, I did say pies were the name of the game. Brewery is also tempting. I will have to go into services pretty badly, and pickled goods is like right there staring at me being like, hello, do you need pickled goods? Well, I'm here for you. And then, you know, it's there. It's just there. And with leisure, I can, you know. The Forest Mysteries do kind of want me to have really, really good service production, and Brewery is hard to beat for that. Brick Oven also great, Clay Pit also great. Little early for Explorer's Lodge. I'm gonna click Brewery. It's a weird choice, for me at least. Okay, Tinctury kind of missed out on its moment to shine here. I don't like any of these. If I had a reroll, I might have considered it, but we do not. I mean, the grill's okay. It gives me bad copper bar production and great skewer production, but that's only for the lizards. And since I'm going into pickled goods, like, there's a chance I'll get Zorg's secret ingredient as a cornerstone, and then I'll be like, lol, I don't need to make skewers at all. I'm just gonna hold on to it. We'll see how the orders shake out. Maybe I'll open up an early dangerous glade and we can decide if foragers or herbalist camp are really good or just kind of poop. And that's how we'll play the year 1. The end. Unfortunately, we got very little in the way of basic building material production, so that sucks. It means it is time to pull up the crude workstation and just prepare ourselves for having really, really stinky brick production, which is bad given that 2 of the 3 races require bricks for their housing. But oh well. We're definitely going to need reeds for fabric. Do I always turn on stone? I mean, stone is at least semi abundant in the Scarlet Orchard, so like that's probably fine. I don't need to pretend stones are like super duper precious right now. They're not that precious. Also, let's put a lizard on the hearth, because that will get them a ton of happiness. And free up a beaver, who I will be very happy to get into woodcutting. Well, if there's a benefit to not having harpies, it's I can gather the herbalist stuff with anybody and not feel guilty about it. So yay! I don't have to feel guilty about inefficiencies. Woo! There's the archaeologist's office. I mean, there's something to be said about searching for the I can word, I swear. Something to be said about looking for the archaeology digs real quick. And being like, hey, look, there's the archaeology dig I needed. But whatever. Hi. Okay. I forget if this rounds up. Herb Garden's like, I'll just slop it down right here as an example. It produces 3. So does that mean it produces 4 or 5? 5, it's like passable as food production. I mean, I'm taking it either way. I started with a herb garden. It's offering me, hey, what if herb garden but better? So let's swap. Oh, it does round up. How kind of it. Alright. You'd think I'd have known that by now, but I don't. That's good, though. It's very good, in fact. So with that, we can basically just primarily grow roots and feed ourselves that way, at least, you know, until we need complex food. But yeah. I'm gonna wait till we have some wood before I jump into the orders, just in case. I think actually a huge amount of my wood is being siphoned into the supplier to turn into planks, which is, you know, good. I need the planks, don't get me wrong. But it does slightly delay my initial building. Probably have to put up shelters. Problem is I don't have a lot of bricks. And all we've got is clay and the reeds for brick potential. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do about any of that. It's definitely gonna be hard to get up good housing. For example, right here. I mean, we just click Speedy Real Estate here and we go for it. Okay, so we have how many planks? We have 6 and 2 in storage, which is, I mean, if I deliver it right now, that's 8 planks. That's enough to shelter 12 people. So I may as well do that. Slap that down, slap down a park. Make that a high priority, and then we pull somebody from somewhere. Probably here? Yeah. Once the lizard's done with his bricks, he will be building stuff. I might pull a second person off of like woodcutting or something to make the build go a little faster. But for now, we good. Planks are getting delivered. Yep. Good. Good. Yep, 2 have been delivered here. Those 2 got delivered. Yep. Now we have all the planks we need for the large shelters, and well, if we can't scrape up 12 wood for a park, I don't know, we have problems. But no, we've basically guaranteed we got this early timed order done, which is fantastic. That'll give us a big leg up. And on that note, I guess I'm basically just deciding I want to pick one of these. Foragers. If we find some big piles of wheat, we can turn that into flour. So that'll be nice, and I'll definitely want to exploit the wheat as soon as I can. If we find some. There's a minute left on the order. I should give consideration to having a second builder. Maybe a third. Honestly, a third. With a minute left, this is not when I risk stuff. Okay, there's that down. Yeah, I'm very glad I took the builders off. I only had like 10 seconds to spare, which is why you want to be really prepared when you open these orders. Alright. It's funny how you can like get speedy real estate and not have 8 people. They're just like, but you need 8 people to upgrade the hearth. That can be a little awkward whoopsie. Anyway, let's see what we get here. Boy, that's some really good and tempting stuff. Gosh, it's all pretty good. It's hard to pick wrong here. Uh, hmm. I don't know right now. The herb garden's benefit, the big benefit, is that it produces herbs really well, unsurprisingly. And you can use that to make porridge, you can put it in biscuits, you can make it into pies, a lot of stuff. I don't have any goods I can pickle right now, though. Well, you can pickle roots, though. I mean, the herb garden kind of takes care of everything, which is why it's a very good building. The only problem is that the only raw edible food it makes is 1 star, and 1 star sucks. Like the grain would be helpful? Forcer's Hut wouldn't be, like, insane. You can turn resin into incense, can't you? Hold on. Hold on. My brain's failing me. Yeah, you can turn resin into incense. I'm not crazy. So, I mean, that would, like, double up on utility. I'm still kind of wishing I had some basic building materials, but we kind of take what we can get here. I mean, plantation's good. Don't get me wrong. Like, ideally with water skins, we want to find, like, the ranch blueprint. And we can feed grain to all of the ranch animals. I think we can feed plant fiber to all the ranch animals as well. Which I'm gonna go ahead and check. Because, like, okay, you can only feed, if you want eggs, you can only feed grain to them, but you can feed plant fibers to them for meat and leather. Right? Leather takes plant fiber, right? Yeah, it sure does. So grain is, the only thing grain gets me is the ability to make eggs very efficiently, which is, like, good. Don't get me wrong. You can pickle eggs, and they are very efficient. I am overthinking this to a massive degree, also. I don't need to dedicate this much thought to it. Let's just get the small farm. It's very hard to go wrong with that. Anyway, there's fertile soil over there, so we'll be working towards that for sure. But hey, now that the timed order is done, let's open up a new one. Oh. Hi. Hey, there's that building that makes great incense and great biscuits, both of which are highly relevant to this playthrough. But I have to open up a dangerous glade, which has 2 events in it. Thanks, I hate it. Well, the quickest one is back here. And it's a fine glade to open. I do like having a lot of space behind the warehouse for production buildings, and I only have to chop 1 tree? Oh no, I have to chop 2 trees. Just, it's a little odd. It's very nice. I like how they made it look natural, but it's, you know, the chopping's odd. Anyway, I guess I'm going for this. I mean, I guess if there's a benefit to having two dangerous glades, it's that I have two dangerous glade events to choose from. Maybe one will be a lot easier to complete than the other. Who knows? That's my hope. We're gonna hope that pans out real hard. Might want to queue up a trading post immediately too. There is a chance, depending on how devastating the event is, I might need to call a trader and buy a solution to the hideous problem that is bearing down on me. But, you know, maybe it'll also just be fine. It could just be fine. Let's see what we got. We have the Petrified Tree, which we can, like, do immediately, which is very helpful. And the Hidden Trader Cemetery, which is really, really hard to do early game. 30 amber and 15 provisions are something that, like, I don't expect to have for a while. So that sucks. Also, they started me with 14 oil on purpose because it's like, hey, you know that break point about how 15 is solves most issues? Well, how about we start you off with 14 of this? It's not good. I think you'll agree. That's the optimal number you want. Anyway, bleh again. So, I mean, 30 amber and 15 packs of provisions are not happening for a very long time. So I'm at least relatively certain I'm going to just burn this down. So we'll just get that going. This could cause problems with hostility during the storm, but I have upgraded the hearth. Everybody's, you know, warm and cozy, so I hope that'll be enough of a buffer to get us through. I don't know for sure. Let's look at the actual benefits we got, though. Found some eggs, found a ton of reeds. Could be really nice. We also found some fertile ground, which is pretty darn great. We can get a herb garden going pretty quickly there. If I do have one complaint, is that the herb garden is very, very far away from anything. This is a huge walk to the hearth for breaks, and a fairly gnarly walk to the warehouse too. So this is not going to be the most productive herb garden unless I decide I'm going to expand, like, exceptionally early. Which isn't crazy, but it is rough. I mean, it could end up being very good. Put a hearth here, put a warehouse down here. This could just be a very natural expansion. It could work. But what do I do about the tree? Oh, the tree. Oh, the tree. I mean, I've got a herb garden. I could, like, in theory, grow herbs. I've got 6 minutes until drizzle, and then, you know, then another 4 minutes till clearance where I can actually get herbs. I probably won't get 45 of them. Will I? Maybe I will. It's only like 5 plots if I focus on it. It's not insane. Smarter option is to just cut it down. Like, we won't even lose that much housing to it. The tree felling being slower sucks, but what do you do? I do like empathy events, though. And, like, it doesn't cause impatience. It does, however, destroy all of our wood. Which, you know, not great. But I can sort of work around it. This is... These thoughts are unwise. Let's be clear about that. This is a poor idea. But it's what I'm gonna do. Anyway. With this, we finish the time order, basically. The humans will get the coal delivered in plenty of time. And it's really only tying up 2 people, for sure, so we can probably just pop another order and be safe. 3 packs is very good long term. Exploration is just gonna happen, though. I do like orders that I don't have to worry about. And that is definitely one of them. So we'll go with that. It'll be great. It'll be great, good, and fine. We should also be queuing up good housing. The lizards and the beavers especially are going to be discomforted by the storm. Especially with the ever-increasing hostility. This sucks. Let's be clear. That's gonna be... Boy. I mean, it's gonna be 360 hostility during the storm. Which, is bad. It's very bad. Which is why I'm focusing on getting up better housing, so that people don't start freaking out immediately. But, yeah. We'll see how that goes, I guess. So I'm gonna move this out of the way. Go here. Good enough. Okay. So, I mean, I'm gonna have to get it done during the storm here. There's an argument to be like, why don't you delay until drizzle when you can handle this hostility? If I wait 4 minutes to get through the entire storm, I'll be down to 3 minutes and 36 seconds on the drizzle. Like, in theory, if it gets too bad, I can cancel it, and we can you know, go into the storm with a bit less hostility right off the bat. Like, I'd have to wait till like the 30-second mark or so to like really hit a good timing window where it can be like, okay, that's, you know, we've reset all the hostility we've been gaining, now we can re-deliver the coal, we can start it up again, and it'll probably get done before the timer ends. Yeah. This is why I wanted that beaver house up. And we've got 5 builders. Couldn't we maybe get that up faster? So I'm not super worried. Guys, maybe a little, if you could. That'd be cool. You're on break, so I'm gonna swap you out with the lizard and get you growing. Yep, those sure are some beavers who are about to leave. all 4 beavers on a break? Is that what's happening? I mean, we could favor them for a bit. It's not the end of the world. Oh god, right. We just got another hostility tick from this. Oh, that is brutal. This is savage, is what this is. We only need to last 46 more seconds, though. And theoretically, 1 stack of wood will burn for, like, 36 wood will burn for an entire minute. So, we have enough wood to get through this before, you know, the next hostility tick kills us. Which, you know, when I guess I say that out loud, it sounds bad, because it is. But maybe we'll just be fine. Much longer do we have to hold out? 8 seconds? 5? Okay. We can make 5 seconds. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's much better. Oh my lord. That was terrifying. Is that the cat trying to get inside here? Hang on. Kitty? No. No, I think that was not the kitty. This house also has a cat, and I'm very eager to pet said cat, whenever it lets me. Time borders are... Yes! That! The whole reason we did that. To get this. Don't see why I wouldn't just click on that then. Cool. Getting a lot of good early blueprints, which is very helpful. Love to find some way to smelt copper that isn't extremely poop. Butcher's great though. It doesn't like focus in on skewers to the exclusion of everything else. Lizards will love the jerky, and the oil is super useful for a lot of events and just good in general. So we'll take that. We take those. I can also bring in the beavers just fine. It's a little spiced to assign them to woodcutting immediately and go back up to level 2. Right? Surprisingly not that spiced. Maybe we're just fine. I could just be fine. That's nice. We're very busy with the trader there. We've got herbs from somewhere? Pardon? Where do we get 12 herbs from? Was it from the trader? Might have been. That's... Oh no, those are probably from the newcomers, right. That's my bad. Oh. I see. We rooty grounding today, are we? It is very hard for me to look at rooty ground and think, oh, I don't need that. Because I do. Not a lot of wood in the Scarlet Orchard, so doubling your wood production is a very big deal. And the game knows it's a really big deal because it says, hey, what if harvesting and planting are 25% slower? And you're like, yeah, that sucks. That sure is a big downside to that. I am at the point of the game where I can upgrade human houses, granted. And that can mitigate it quite a bit. It's probably worth clicking on it despite the huge downside. So I guess I will. Also, we can open up more orders. What the heck? Discover 3 dangerous or forbidden glades. That is 6 dangerous glade events you're gonna have me do on top of the 2 I just did. Sounds fun. I might actually do that one. Human House is like way saner. I get a nice little boost to human resolve. I'm gonna make biscuits anyway. This is so much easier and wiser. And the rewards are better. Like 7 tools is like, okay, fine. But 3 dangerous glades is a lot, yo. Just click that. Lizard colony. Oh gosh. 8 lizard houses. Now, the 5 coal per minute is godlike in terms of delivery lines. That's like, hi, would you like to fuel your hearth forever? And then some probably, and you'll be like, yes, I would like that. I'd like that a lot, actually. 8 minutes is, however, a very tight timer. So we have to take a looky-loo at what we got. We have 9 bricks. Every lizard house takes 2. We need to build... Is this one built? This is built. Okay, that helps. So we need to build 7 houses. So that is 14 bricks we will need. Now, that doesn't sound like a big deal, but... oh god, my throat's dying. Hold on. But we have no like materials to make any more bricks out of it, which is a mild problem. We'll also need a lot of fabric too, which is tough to get. It will take some rejiggering of the workforce for sure. I'll need 2 people on the crude workstation for sure. I will need people in the mining pit for sure. Yeah. Need people in the harvester's camp. Basically have to stop all food production, probably all plant production too. I mean, it's not the most crazy idea. It's a little stinky, but like, it's makeable. Alright, so put these guys on the stonecutter camp. Oh gosh, I only have 1 human on the herb garden. No, I need 2. This fabric is actually going to be really helpful for the event. We don't have any spare people, do we? I guess I could pull a woodcutter. I hate doing that. I hate doing that a lot. But I guess we don't need 2 people on the workstation quite yet, given that our current bottleneck is going to be having clay and stone, so maybe it's just fine. Anyway, let's get queuing these up. Alright, that's 5 queued up. We're on a timer, so I can't be too precious with how this will all look. Well, I mean, I may as well. I may as well send it... Ooh, right. No, I do not want to unpause, because I am going to attempt this. Oh, Hilda, hello. Do you have any bricks? No. You have some clay, though, which is relevant. You also have a herbalist camp, which I don't need right now, so I'm probably not gonna, like, spend hard to get that done. You have herbs. That would solve this problem that I'm currently delaying to my extraordinary risk. I mean, yeah. Just need like 33 more. How much could that possibly run me? I can sell you wood. Oh dear. I do have a lot of tools right now. I am loath to just give them up, but it's probably worth it. 15 will solve a Glade event. I hate doing that without any, like, production for it, though. And I was just sitting here pondering, like, what if I just got a bunch of clay so I could finish this timed order? Or just bricks. I could just get the bricks I need. That would help. That would help a lot. How many do I need again? 7, 2 each, so 14. I have 8. I have 9. I believe 2 are being built right now, so I only need like 3. 2 are not being built right now, as it turns out. I mean, like, 3 bricks, 33 herbs. I have double wood production, so I'm pretty happy chucking most of my wood. Most. Gonna save 1 log to burn on the fire. It's very spicy giving up food right now. Got a lot of parts. I can just sell tools though. I mean, I usually use they're usually used for money anyway. There's a good chance I'll just like I'll get the ability to make tools. I am keeping an eye out for copper smelting and then tool smelting. What do you think, Pixie?
I think that the gold amount is even and therefore you can't not do it.
I mean, you're right, it is a perfectly even trade. Alright. We'll do that. It's fine. Now we need 2 people on the tree. Because we don't have a lot of time left to heal this. And taking that many trips back and forth from the warehouse is not easy. And we unfortunately do not have the scouts pack. So there's that. Hey. Going to need more builders as well. There's a lot of very tight timing that I inflicted on myself today. Probably a bad plan on my part. But, you know, how much can I really complain about things I did to myself?
But it's really the queen that's to blame. She's the one who gave me the orders.
Queen comes in, giving me giving me the stink eye, being like, what'd you just say? I don't think I heard you correctly, sir. And I'm like, oh god, I didn't mean it. She'd be like, I think you did. I think you absolutely meant it. She's right, I did. I meant it. I meant every word. But yeah, there's a lot of things I'm juggling right now. At the very least, we did get some sea marrows, so even if these guys decide they need to take a coffee break, which one of them is, and they don't make the timer, we can speed it up probably just enough to get there. And that'd be nice. Also, I need to upgrade the hearth again. It is time. Well, you know, it's time to queue it up while the thought entered my brain, more specifically. Lord knows we have way too much to do to actually, like, reasonably upgrade the hearth in any amount of time, but, like, you know, it does have to happen. Granted. Lizard houses are going up nicely, though. Glad that's being prompt. You are idling because you are delivering the last of the ingredients. You are going to fall short of the timer, which is a little stinky. But that's what sea marrow's for, I guess. Lizard colony is progressing with a reasonable amount of speed. Still don't have enough clay or stone for more bricks, though. Although we might, if it just hasn't been brought in yet. We might get there. Alright. All the houses we need are now queued up, at least. There's a really good chance I will bulldoze like half of them just for the building materials to come back. This is so much stuff to dedicate to stuff we don't need right now. This also would be completely impossible if I was on Prestige 6. But I'm not. I'm on Prestige 5, so we can play a little looser with things. Just a little, though. Is the trader ceremony done? No. What's this extra human doing that's not on something important? I don't know. Anyway. I'm putting the beavers back to work, I think. One builder can build one lizard house in the next 3 minutes, so I think we got it. If we sack Sea Marrow, we should just beat the timer. Just. That is actually really tight now that I look at it. We're gonna have enough to sack for that. We have enough to sack for a minute and like a half, maybe? Well, now a minute. Ooh. That's more questionable than I thought it'd be. Don't like that at all. Oh yeah, this is also top priority. Guys, please, here, hurry. Yeah. Definitely want this reed field picked at, so it's not in the way of a road. Ew. That's a lot of planks to lose. That's a lot of planks to lose. I mean, we're just barely beating the timer, but we're out of sea marrow. Maybe it's worth pulling woodcutters to, like, put up 4 beaver houses just so they, like, allocate the resources to them so they don't vanish. I don't know if we have time for that, but maybe it's worth it. Maybe. Yeah, anyone who's not on, like, a super critical task, like the tree or the hidden trader cemetery, get building. Beaver houses is the priority, but the lizard house is the top priority. I don't know why half of you decided that we need to build parks, but sure, whatever. Have fun. Okay, we're out of sea marrow. We are going to fall 5 seconds short of the timer, which is cruel. Unless we could get these sea marrow delivered immediately, start burning it again just barely in time. But I sure do have my doubts. It's precisely equal. Oh, that's fun. I guess burn 2 at once and pray. Also, lizard colony's done. Huzzah. It's actually kind of huge. We can put a bunch of woodcutters back and still have a huge swath of builders hanging about. So that's good. And yeah, we only need 4 houses, for God's sakes. All of that is getting reclaimed. It is absurd. How are we doing on the timer here? 2 seconds? Completely out of sea marrow? Almost. Oh my god, we got there. Woo! We didn't lose our planks. Holy butts. Talk about tight timing. I mean, it was calculated the whole time. That entire thing was totally calculated. I had it under control. I'm the best against the storm player in the world. You know, I don't bill myself as it, but as it turns out, I'm just amazing. Funny how that works out. Alright, hearth is upgraded, the production speed's going to be quite nice. Let's not cut that actually. I want space around there for the buildings. Hopefully we can get those made soonish. But yeah, saving our wood and planks, really nice. Real nice benefit. Not losing all of our wood and building materials. Because that would have sucked. Oh man, now that all these timed orders are over, I need to, like, think about the long-term health of my colony, huh? Ah, boy. Totally forgot that was an important thing. Oh, oversights. Anyway, we've got a lot of good housing, so, like, we should be fine at this hostility level. Yeah, we're fine. We're very good, in fact. Would love to get all the beavers back on woodcutting. In fact, I can get you on woodcutting right now, so guess what you're going to do? Is it woodcutting? It's woodcutting! Good job! Ah, you're so smart. You're a smart little beaver. Ugh. Unfortunately, we cannot handle 6 woodcutters right now. I would love to, but we can't. It's just way too much hostility right now. We cannot handle it. But oh well. We do have like a ton of manpower now, which is going to be very helpful. So I look forward to that, to having a lot more productive capacity. Bugs, I guess. It's not insane. Yeah, yeah. It's fine. What it is fine. Can I afford villagers right now? I have 15 to spare, and I would need 18 to bring 3 in, so no is the answer. I really want to clear this space out soon. Gosh darn it. Which is why I'm being so, annoying about it. You don't have anything allocated. I can just get rid of you. That's good. Okay. We need to build stuff. The butcher needs to go up. The apothecary needs to go up. That one's actually more important than the butcher, because we need the biscuits real bad. We need to start making flour out of roots. The brewery can wait. End of sentence. Okay, there is now enough space here for the woodcutter to move. Once that guy drops off his 5 in the warehouse, then we'll move it. Perfect. Cool, cool. Here's the beaver house. You may reactivate it. I am now very slightly less interested in cutting down this top section. Very slightly. Hey, that's done. Cool. No one's particularly good at making biscuits, sadly, but, well. Oh well. We have a geyser pump. No building to use it on, though. I don't know if that's worth automating if I don't have a use for it yet. But I guess we can just put some people in here. We are making flour, so we soon will have use for it. I will need herbs, and I will need roots. Just need all of this stuff. It's probably wise to drop a warehouse down here. It's not the one I need, but it might be the one I have to get. Because this is our food producing building, and it's kind of important that it produces a lot. Oh, hey, we got an impatient stick. We can bring these guys in now. Cool. Just in time for the butcher. Nice. We have a coal delivery line, so I'm pretty happy making sure they use coal. We don't have anything to turn into oil, unfortunately, but eventually we will, probably, maybe, perhaps. We can turn eggs. Do we? I mean, we have eggs. Why don't I have a trapper's camp up? Probably because I've been very busy with a billion other things. That's reasonable. Timed orders do tend to take a lot of my focus, is true. But we're happy to make a bunch of jerky for the lizards. And if we can manage to make some skewers, sure. We're fine with also making some skewers. It's not fuel efficient to make it out of jerky, it's just food efficient. Which maybe that's where we're at? I don't know. I should stop overanalyzing for a second. Only a second, but it's a very precious second. Alright. I mean, this is silly. Like, the herb garden already produces herbs really well. We don't need it to produce Omega Ultra Final Boss herbs. That's a little much. If we could get spices, that would be amazing. I think that's an epic cornerstone, so we could re-roll into it. Cornerstone, yeah. Yeah. Spices down in the S's. Spices, yeah. It's an epic cornerstone. Herb and root production increased by 1 for every 75 biscuits produced. I'm already making biscuits. This will spiral completely out of control. I mean, I think it's worth digging for. None of these are like make or break. Hurts a little. Clay delivery line's pretty good. But it's not so good that I'll regret not fishing for spices. Well, we tried. We tried and we failed. Fiber delivery line is not bad. It can turn into oil. Tanning rack's also not bad. We do want the ability to make water skins, and that requires leather. The only problem is that there's no leather on the map. Eggs, like, none of these produce leather as a byproduct. Absolutely none of them. So, like, +2 tanning racks just makes the hearths, the ranch, slightly more efficient, which I'm not looking for. Moldy grain seeds, fine. We have a small farm, it'll pop a few mushrooms with it. I mean, more raw food is good, sure. Probably fiber, though. That's fine. It's just fine, but it's fine enough. Alright. I'm not thrilled with not getting spices there, but I am also unsurprised. I do love me a free blueprint. Forum's pretty sexy, given I want to go heavy into leisure. So we'll pick that up. And I do have drizzle water. Use drizzle water. I don't see why I wouldn't. I can use it in the butcher, in fact. We can just get that started. We can just start doing it. Like, just like that. Cool. Oh, that's also a very good reminder that it's year 3. I need to get a blight post down, or we're in trouble. Yes. Things one should remember quicker. For 100, Alex. apropos of nothing, is Alex Trebek like immortal? Like I swear he's been like in his 60s for the last 30 years. I don't know if it's just me, but it really feels that way. None of these are that pertinent. Like Viceroy Survival Guide is always nice, but it's just that. It's nice. I might want to save my amber for emergencies. I don't foresee myself dipping into trading right now. So probably best I save it. Because like, faster food production would be nice. And, woodcutters being faster would be nice. But, the money I have could make or break, and neither of those are make or break. So we say no thank you, sir, to Zorg. Sure wouldn't be crazy to pop into this glade. But I did say we're probably going to expand down this way. We just need to open more glades right now. God, that's so tantalizingly close. It's like dangerous. Because it's just like, hey, I'm right here. You need to open glades. What if you just open me? I'm just so convenient. You really gonna not open me because I'm not perfectly convenient? It's not a good time for you? You really that picky, man? You're really gonna be that picky? Man? Maybe I will be. Anyway, Zorg's leaving.
Hello.
It's
Roger.
fine. Get out of here. Could use another beaver home. Going to pointlessly make sure that the doors align so that they can get in. Does not matter at all. You do not need to have the front doors facing a road. You don't need to have the front door facing open space. You could be a jerk and just be like, your front doors, yeah, they face each other now. You have to get in through here, through the spikes. This is the optimal build layout. I've decided as your viceroy. You have to squeeze through the spikes to get in your home, or climb through the window. I could do that. It's a little like Power World. You can just be cruel if you really want to be. Except in Power World, there's consequences. I mean, there's consequences here, but you can't, like, actually be cruel to anybody in this game. I mean, you can unintentionally be cruel. I mean... There is that altar that lets you sacrifice villagers on it. I guess that certainly would count as cruel, wouldn't it? You could, like, completely ignore people's resolve and just, depend on getting in a constant stream of new villagers instead of keeping the old ones around. I guess those are all things I could do. We're capped on building materials. You go help build, I guess. Fine with me. Huh. Our weird event is giving us 20 free clearance water for nothing. I could pipe the apothecary up and just use it. This would, ironically, the clearance building would only work during drizzle, but like, eh, if just for the extra bonus production, it's probably worthwhile. I'm certainly not going to say no. Want to chop all of this. Oh, the seam arrow's already cleared out, huh? Gosh. I didn't think it would go that fast. Huh. Guess we have even more builders now. Maybe I should, like, consider a third woodcutter. Probably not. Once we get the brewery up, we're gonna be busy. Although the brewery can't really make anything until I get water skins. And we don't have any leather anywhere at all. Which presents a small problem, to be sure. I will need the ranch. Funny how that creeps up on you, huh? What's your problem? You have no herbs. Use berries. It's fine. We do want to cap this at like 40 though. That's fine. Yep, we can put lizards to get eggs here. That'll be great. No reason not to put a human in here and put the other lizard where he can be most productive. So that's good. Reed field's nearly depleted. So we can actually have this road, like, connect. Whoa. Crazy that. We are accumulating a fair bit of copper right now. I could use it to, like, make roads, since we are 2 blueprints deep and we're not finding a single smelting building. It's not a crazy use for copper ore if you need it, so I think I'll do that. Gives our 2 builders something more to do. Yeah, we're just plunking away at these things. Once we get closer to the biscuit need being fulfilled, I'll focus on the human housing, but for right now, seems unneeded. If we're lucky, we'll get a resolve point before the storm hits. And we'll get to see a brand new blueprint, and that'll be all, that'll be real nice. It'll be real nice. I'll like that. I like it a lot. Alright, storm's here. How we doing? We're kinda just fine. Boy, it's rare to run full woodcutters during the storm, but I'll take it. Also, something scraped at the door again. Is that the kitty? It's not the kitty. I think the door just kind of opens itself. Which is a shame. Oh man, we actually got the resolve during the storm. That's kind of funny. I mean, there's pie. Temple's really good. It will provide the religion I need. And we'll get the leisure from the forum. And if I sack, like, anything on the pyre, this is a huge amount of hostility reduction. We can produce oil, too. Gosh, there's a lot good to say about the temple this time, isn't there? I'm really hoping we get the furnace. The furnace would be a godsend right now. We would get we would get copper bar production, we would get better brick production, and we would get pie production. The furnace would be literally everything I need right now. Apart from better fabric production, but we're dealing with that. We don't need that. It would just be nice. We also have 20 people, more than 20 people, which means plotting out the hearth, or even just building the hearth period, is a good idea. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, sounds good to me. But there's no smoke coming out. No smoke coming out of the chimneys means nobody's in the shelters, which is great. Means everybody's happily homed. And I can just sit back and relax, more or less. We have the space to bring these guys in, so I guess I just will, huh? This would provide me some leather for water skins. Like, that might actually be enough of a reason to do that. Alright. Guess we're doing that. Then we'll just turn all this on. Berries, eggs, roots, whatever. Whatever you got, pickle it. 60, yeah, we'll just cap it both at 60, and we'll put some humans in there, because they like being in there. Blight's getting cleared off nicely. It's a lot more dangerous on later levels, but it's just Prestige 5. This is not when the Blight kills you, it's just when the Blight forces itself to exist. Which, you know, sucks, but you can deal with it. Alright, I will queue up 4 human houses now, I think. Because we are at the point where we're nearly fulfilled our need for biscuits, and so the human houses need to exist. Or at least they can exist. This is still our only source of clay, is these reeds, which is rough. I definitely need to start aggressively chopping into glades. Just they're all very awkward. It's all very awkwardly placed. I might just pop into here for the heck of it. But we should pop into this one for sure. That is 2 dangerous glade events I'm just, like, deciding I want to have. Little dangerous, but we're pretty well set up for stuff. At least, pretty well. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I should just go for it and stop being a pansy. It's only a maybe, though. Baptisms of Fire's not bad for sure. We are getting Blight. We're doing stuff with Rain Punk, so we'll be getting Blight every year. That's just a little bit of hostility reduction, which can, you know, add up. It's fine. I'm fine with it. Any interesting orders? Oh, the temple. I have the temple. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Sounds good. Why not? You guys... We're capped on biscuits? You guys build biscuits that fast? What? That's crazy. Build incense, I guess. Gosh, feels weird. Feels weird to have that go well. Gosh, it might actually be time for third woodcutter, huh? It's so early for that. But like my big issue is that I'm not cutting down trees fast enough. Funnily enough. Yeah. Alright. Third woodcutter. Sure. So Hilda's returned. Didn't expect to see her back so soon. I could pick up the plantation. I'm not sure how useful it is. Like, I don't think berries get me anything that I don't already get from something else. I mean, I can turn the plant fiber into oil, but I can turn wheat into oil too, and I've already got a small farm. I don't think I have any need for any of this. There's something to be said about getting a clay or stone for bricks, though. We are very low. We do have an absurd amount of wood to trade away for it. Well, gee, Chris, when you put it like that, maybe you should do that. Yeah, maybe we should. Maybe you're right. Maybe we can leverage the absurd amount of wood we have and get better stuff. Whoa. Slow down. Alright. Well, that should help massively with the brick issue we have. So that's good. Because we need bricks. We need lots and lots and lots of bricks. Let's favor the lizards again. Try to milk another reputation point. Because it's going slowly. Yeah. I mean, we're working our way slowly towards stuff. We do need a way to make scrolls at some point. Hopefully we figure that out somehow. Hey! It's the archaeological dig and some rocks. That's cool. Pretty happy to see that, actually. Gosh, we're low on food, huh? Oh, we're not really low on food, we just turned it all into complex food. Which, I mean, good. It's kind of what I want to have happen. Um... We're getting eggs. Just, like, dump our eggs into it. Could also dump our roots into it. We'll be getting a harvest fairly soon. How many eggs do we have left here? Quite a few. Got 20 at the absolute minimum. So, sure. You take those eggs and you go archaeologically discover stuff. Yeah. And I'm capped on oil, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and burn some. Increase our production of everything. We can get rocks again, too. Starting to run low on people for it, but can just reassign them stuff. Yeah, really need the bricks. It is what is stopping us from building all of these houses. But they'll get built eventually. I don't have to go too crazy on it, probably. I'm sure that won't come back to bite me in the butt. And if it does, it'll be funny. So it's really a win-win when you don't think about it. Alright. 10 bricks are finally getting delivered. That's actually enough for all the human houses, which is pretty great. It's not enough for all the human houses and the hearth, though. So I will need to take care of that. But we're on our way. Drizzle water is being used. We're going to break into another glade soonish. Make another herb garden. Maybe a small farm. I don't know. I don't know. If I made a small farm, I mean, there's no way I can stop making roots here, right? I don't know. I don't know, and I'm suddenly deciding I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. This herb garden is now very efficient, which I love. Hey, got some rep from the lizards. Bakery's here to shame me for not picking it earlier. Smithy's here to laugh at my lack of metal. Scribe's here to remind me that at some point I'm going to need to make scrolls. I guess it's the scribe. Again, really, really, really wish I got the furnace. That would have been, like, just good. Would have been just good. But we did not get the furnace. The only thing we really got was disappointment. Yes. Poignant. Poignant, Chris. You're so deep. You're so deep and also cool. You're both of these things. You're not being hyperbolic or exaggerating at all. Not even a little bit. Oh, thank you. You're such a nice chatter. Oh my gosh. I appreciate you too. You're deep and cool. It's like, no, you for real. We're getting some pickled goods production, which is pretty nice. We're working our way towards 50 ale, which I might want to just actually decrease to 50. We got a ton of pottery. Right! I forgot we got archaeological tools from, like, a thing that we did that is escaping me for the moment, but we sure did it, and it sure is really useful for that. Trapper's Camp. Oh my god, we're out of eggs. No! But we needed those eggs. Gosh, what are you guys gonna do? I guess the Harvester's Camp? Sure. Get you in the Stonecutter's Camp too, I suppose. Herbalist Camp has something to do again. We could get you getting these herbs if there was any space at all for anything here. Which there almost is, so that's like being able to do stuff. Okay, finally got the fertile ground open, which is great. These guys might be like a little tough to send to the Citadel. Until I get the ranch, or likewise find a source of eggs again. Is it gonna be hard to do much with them? It will be a little awkward. But on the plus side, another herb garden, possibly rant, possibly small farm. I don't know. What just like they're all good. Uh, can I bring these in? Probably. It's probably fine. It is 30 hostility if I click on this button. It's kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot when that will put us at 4 over hostility level 5. Especially since hostility is a huge problem. Yeah, the big giant problem. The big giant hostility problem, where if we have too much hostility, people die. Yeah, that part. That part we want to avoid. Right. Well, aren't I just a forgetful Andy? Or something. Got a few blight cysts, but they're basically working to our benefit, because that'll get us a tiny bit of baptism of fire progress. Huzzah. Alright, we definitely use wood for scrolls, given that we have no leather whatsoever. And then we just make 40 of them. And we work on the forum and brotherhood. And we click on human relatives, because that's done. 50 veggies is awfully nice. This will push us to hostility 4. Am I fine with that? Probably. Sure, it's just one less woodcutter. That's not the end of the world. We have way too much human housing, but not so much that I want to tear it down. We should also get some lizards over here into good housing. Because we needs it. We needs it here. So we'll put this one over here. Get more people in here. Once these fences are done, that'll upgrade the hearth. We'll get a nice little boost to global resolve, which will be very helpful. And then we think about what other 2 glades we want to pop open. Is it just this one? God, that was dangerous and silly of me to ponder, but it could be correct. I don't want it to be correct, though. Maybe I can will it to be the wrong choice. Anyway, we got a small farm here now. Let's drop it there. We will be very happy for the grain and the vegetables, because we can pickle the vegetables and the grain turns into flour, and we could use a lot of all of that. Dum, 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 dum. Everyone's housed, that's lovely. Keeping up with the biscuit production we need. We're not really keeping up with pickled goods, though. Should probably put a second person on the brewery. In fact, I should also pipe it up. Problem with piping it up is that I don't have any pipes. And I also don't have any metal to turn into pipes, which are 2 problems that are a wee hard to surmount. Just a bit. You're just done. That's good. Oh yeah, have some crystallized dew. It's not the worst use of it. Gives this guy something to do while we are waiting for the storm to pass. Yeah, I really want to bring in this group. We have a lot to improve on for year 5, that's for sure. Could put a bunch of people here too. We do have, like, not a lot of building to do right now, which is kind of funny. Alright, 30 seconds left in the storm. I could queue up a tree here and just, like, break into this dangerous glade, like, now. They probably won't get into it before the storm ends, probably. That's all of our stone, isn't it? Sure is. What do you know? Hey, part 1 of the archaeological expedition is done. Excellent. We have a ton of incense we can use on this, so that's good. And we may as well use oil because we produce it fairly cheaply. You can just get back to excavating. And now that we finally have unancient tablets that exists somewhere, I'm going to feel free to make the archaeology office somewhere out of the way. Somewhere that is unobtrusive and will not take up hearth or warehouse space. Here is so ugly, I hate it, but it's going there as it turns out. What do you know? You learn new things every day, including where your archaeological building is going to get placed. Funny that. This is an absurd amount of reeds. Rain pumps are cool and all, but like, I would just build another brewery if I needed it that much. Like, I don't think I need infinity reeds. The only thing I'm using for is fabric production right now. I mean, I could use them in wine in theory, but I don't have any wine production and no wine service buildings either, so why would I do that? Can also be fed to farm animals, but we don't have a ranch. I think this is actually flame amulets. When I'm running 9 woodcutters, which is a bit of an excessive amount, having the amount of hostility is a big deal. Gets us, pretty much saves us an entire hostility level during the non-storm seasons, which can translate into rep, which is pretty good. Small press would be a lot better if I wasn't already making oil, so I think that's fine. I think that's just fine. Let's run through the camps, put beavers on all of them, call it good. See our last order. Deliver 100 storm and clearance water is maybe impossible. Wooden provisions is very possible, though. Like, we could do that right now. Level of possible. So I'll just click that button. And we'll do that right now. Just get down we'll just get down a hut and start shoving herbs into provision packs and call it good. Hey, Whimsy! Uncover the artifacts. The patient archaeologist use these very tiny brushes to dig in the sand and to be careful not to break the artifact found. This can take hours or even days. It's true. As it turns out, despite popular media, being an archaeologist does not involve wearing a leather jacket, using a whip, and punching Nazis. Although, I mean, it could involve punching Nazis if you really wanted it to. They are around, and no one would complain. Extra veggies would be nice. So would export specialization, honestly. I kind of want all of that. I kind of want all of that. Is there something I can reasonably sell to him? I could sell a bunch of coal or oil. I am making a lot of it, and I have a coal delivery line. It's not crazy. Don't want to sell all of it, granted. Like, this is fine. This does make the small farms, like, way better. Because we can pickle the vegetables too. There's a good chance I'll just be making grain out of those, though. Export specialization might be better. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna make grain out of these, to be fair. Because I can just pickle roots, and we've got good root production already. Yeah. Yeah, it turns out that's what I'm doing. Funny how that came about. Yeah, I need some beaver houses. Just 2 of them will do. And now I need to see how horrible this glade will be. 2 cauldrons! Oh, that's kind of funny. We also found a kiln, which is absolutely fantastic for us. Producing coal will be great, and the extra brick production will be lovely. Just sold the oil used for excavation. Yeah, well, we're making it. We have a butcher. We're just producing oil. It's fine. I'm not in any rush. Yeah, we can use reeds for this, and we certainly have enough purging fire to just cleanse it. I'm very happy with that. Farmer's Pack is kind of tempting, but not tempting enough to make me ignore an entire reputation point, so yeah. That's a gimme. That's a gimme right there. We can fix this. Is it worth it? Maybe? If just cause this reward sucks. Yeah. That reward sucks enough that I'm just willing to send it. I know, double dancing cauldrons. How often do you see that in a game, huh? It's pretty great. Oh, hey, that's why I didn't want to overload that with humans. That's right, I did have a reason. Oh, unconscious brain, why don't you function better? Anyway, there was a point where I had a huge workforce that I could tap. That suddenly stopped with all these glades. But, oh well, I guess. We'll get it back soon enough, I assume. Up here does sure feel like prime third hearth location now. Ooh, get more sea marrow too. And it's the good sea marrow. It's the big ones that occasionally will pop out a ancient tablet. Yeah, we want to exploit that for sure. Sir Renwald is leaving. I think I'm just fine with that. Yeah. And the archaeologist's office is done. Huzzah! I do love carrying capacity and movement speed, especially when I don't have harpies. I also need to upgrade the human houses really badly. Oh my god, there's so much to do! Let's get 6 and 4 of these. This is all fine. Yeah. Ugh. Boy, turns out putting 4 people on glade events really hurts your labor force, huh? What do you know? Um. Yeah. Decryption's great, but right now it won't do anything. There's a good chance it won't do anything even later on, depending on how many tablets I get. So I think I'm going to sit on that one. You're idle? Whoa. Welcome to Build Town, population U. That's good to see. Yet more reads. We have gotten so many reads this game. It's starting to become silly. No eggs or meat. Man. I really need a ranch. The ranch would be so helpful. Use grain first. Use roots if you must. And we could actually milk some reputation from the humans with that nice little +3 human clan support thing. So I'm gonna just go ahead and take advantage of that, I think. Hey, Power of the Drizzle's done. May as well? May as well, sure. More humans. We've got plenty of housing for them, though. We've housed all the beavers. We need another lizard house, though. So let's make another lizard house for the lizards. Boop, boop, boop. Ta-da! Lovely. And our blueprints. Oh, man. Having the workshop be relevant this late in the game is absurd. I hate it. There's something to be said about the leatherworker too. We could use the pigments for scrolls. The 2-star fabric reduction would be lovely, and 3-star water skins would save our precious we have no leather quite a bit. I am very tempted to reroll for ranch, but I think leatherworker is too takeable to ignore. A lot of that was very takeable. But we don't have to now.
Whoa! That's great. Oh, we love that. We love that for you, Chris. Oh, it's so wonderful. We love doing that.
Anyway, these guys no longer have to make water skins, which is nice, because they are really, really busy with making flour and planks constantly. So it's more than happy to divide up the labor force there. We've got a coal delivery line, so I'm fine with what little pigment we'll need be done there. Set that limit, that'll be great. Do really wish I found some leather somewhere, or a ranch. But hey, we've got 4 whole blueprints. Traders will arrive, and like in theory I'll even have some money for them. So like, it's not the end of the world. It's fine, probably. Anyway, we should get a temple down soon too. How did these roads exist? I don't even know. Okay. We're gonna slap the temple down here. Make it look nice, because that's how I play. And then I'm going to wonder where I'm going to stuff any decorations whatsoever. It's an important part of the process. We should rebuild this kiln now. And get some people stone cutting. It's all going swimmingly. We're gonna beat the timers, like, really easily. No problem, Whimsywim. Thanks for showing up. Good luck on your stream if it's happening. I don't know if it's happening. But if it is, good luck with it. Where's all our woodcutters currently? You're clearing out space around the new hearth, which is important. You're clearing out space here, which is less important. You're clearing out space here, which is also important. Turns out they're, like, placed fine. What do you know? I guess we're good. Still need to open a glade somewhere. If I really am going to go ahead and slap a hearth down here, I will definitely want this glade popped open. So why don't we just do that now? Just say, all of this, go away. We kill it. Murder the trees! No one wants trees. Trees are terrible. Chris 2024. You can quote me on it. Don't quote me on it. What's wrong with you? None of these are furnace. Like, I've already got education and leisure for the beavers. Wine is just being excessive. Bakery makes pie, which is nice. If I had, like, a way to get clay on, I mean, I could get some clay. Make pottery. It's not the worst. Oh gosh, am I gonna re-roll and just utterly regret not clicking on bakery? There's a good chance I will. I mean, like, I mean, I've got two blueprints I really want. The furnace and the ranch would go really well right now. So that increases the odds. Copium. I got neither. That hurts a lot. That sure does hurt a lot. Ouch. That sucked. Anyway. Building materials? Oh yeah, you just made it all, you just haven't delivered it yet. Good. I'm glad that's in progress. The kiln's all done. That's good. Yeah, this is where we're going to make all of our bricks from now on. Cool. Let's get a lizard or two in here. Get them making infinity coal and keep 10 bricks around, I guess. It's fine. Where am I getting all this clay from? I guess literally just from the reeds? Feels like a lot of clay just from reeds, but it's hard to argue with the results. Alright, some of our provision packs have been turned in. There's certainly a world where I trade stuff for amber because I want to re-roll. Especially the wine I'm not using. But that's gonna be for later. Oh, I needed 50 scrolls. That's my bad. Whoopsie doodles. Alright. 20 amber right there is gonna be really nice. And if this pops like 4 fertile ground, I might have a little bit of a conniption fit, but just a little one. I don't feel like I'm entitled to getting... Like, it even says spawns 10 to 14. How did it spawn so little last time? Yeah, there we go. What an awkward placement that is. But I guess it's fine. Because we'll just turn that into a farm, huh? And with all that fertile ground, we definitely want a hearth up here now. I mean, heck, we could just put it down right now and be pretty happy about it. That feels weird. I guess we'll do that. Huh. Again, feels kind of weird, but it's just a good idea. We can just drop a warehouse there, too. It's just good. It's just all around good. What can I say? We have the money to re-roll this now. It hurts. It hurts to re-roll, but we're going to. Another miss, for sure. I mean, humans and beavers like coats. It is a very easy +5. It's takeable. I guess it's takeable. I hate it, but it's takeable. Do we have a lizard that can just get on that? I mean, sorta, yeah. You go here. Go here. Make us much fabric and water skins. With what little leather we have. Hey, the archaeological expedition is idle. I should fix that. Incense. And, ooh. We don't have any of this. 4 parts? Do you have any orders that are giving us parts? We're getting 10 parts from that. I think we can spare some parts for this absolutely, like, stunningly massive reward. That is going to be really good. Also, Eerie Song's active. I hate that. I hate that a lot. That's the worst. Let's unactive that as soon as we can. Yeah, no meat. No meat whatsoever anywhere. It's rough. Really, really wanted that ranch. Oh well. We can shove these down elsewhere now, I think. Make room for some decor. If I could center this, I would definitely put that down, but I can't, so it's lost its privilege. Lizards are a little upset, but I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, I kind of need a full gamut of this stuff, huh? Alright, that's 5 out of the 8 I need. Put some cool decorations next to it. Yes, good. 6, 7, 8, I guess. Just put it here so it doesn't look like your mouse hand slipped. Sure. It's not the prettiest park I've ever made, that's for sure. But it's a park that I've made, so there's that. Yeah. Anyway, we click that button. Bakery's back. It's very hard not to take it at this point. We have a lot of clay from God knows where. We can make pottery, turn that into pickled goods and ale. We can finally make pie. It's not what I want, but it's what I'm gonna take. I just want my game to always work out perfectly. Is that so much to ask? I mean, honestly now. I did just spend some parts. Wouldn't mind bringing those lovely folks in. So the pipes for this. I mean, that's another 2 woodcutters if I activate this decryption, so hard to say no to that. And then the last one I kind of just never do. I mean, it's good. It's really good. Okay, it is really good though. Now that you've said that twice. Alright. Turns out that's fine. Turns out I'm willing to click that button. Alright. I think we just fast forward through the rest of the storm. We're not doing much right now. What's your problem? No planks, no cloth. That's weird. I figured we'd have quite a bit of cloth with the leatherworker making cloth. That's weird. Where's all of our cloth going? Is it going into building material packs? No. I set that only to use planks. Well, what the heckin' heck, dude? Where's it all vanishing to? Alright. What do we got this time? Alarm bells will never activate. Probably. Firelink Ritual could go pretty hard, actually. I hate it because it's very dependent on keeping a large stock of incense around. But it certainly can keep your hostility down if you're being really good at services. Gosh, that might be good enough. Don't like it, but it might be enough that I do that. Again, don't like it, but I guess we're doing it. Neither of those appeal to me that much. What does Sother have for me? He has Ways of the Forest, which is really nice. That's really nice, and I'm very willing to spend for that. First, though, we need to finally fix some of this extremely painful situation with our harvesting and gathering. And then we look at what we have. And what we have is a lot of wine we're not using, a bunch of coal we're getting for free, and a huge amount of steam arrow I'm also not using. Like, I could probably just sell a lot of this and be fine. Maybe this is blasphemy. Maybe it's Maybelline, but whatever. We're gonna lower our hostility permanently and feel good about it. Ooh. Should we also pick up a bunch of leather? Probably. I mean, like, how much pottery am I rocking right now? 26? No water skins? I mean, like, this does translate. Like, this, how much does this translate into? will go 10 times. This is 100 water skins. That's a lot of water skins. That's a lot of pickled goods and ale in water skins. I think that's worth the buy. Alright. We shall buy that and call it fine. I do thus decree it's fine. Low on food? Gosh, I hate that message a lot. I'm a little surprised with all the farming we're doing. Maybe, like, because none of it's gotten online yet. That could certainly be why. Yeah, I can see why that would be a problem. Maybe the problem is you haven't actually used enough of it yet. Well, maybe you should solve that, buckaroo. Maybe I should, and don't call me buckaroo, you weirdo. I'm sorry, that's rude. You can call me buckaroo if you want. It's okay. I don't judge people's kinks. If you really need to call someone buckaroo. God, this price is terrible. Probably worth doing though. We have so many reeds, it's dumb to hold on to that many. You don't have any metal, so I think we're just done. Bye, Souther. Thanks for showing up, I guess. Oh right, we need to put the beavers back to woodcutting real bad. Because we need a lot of that. Ooh, I know why I got a cornerstone. The sea serpent's done. Yes. Gain 10 sea marrow for every 10 copper ore produced. The trees produce copper ore, which is kind of silly. Automatically get a cornerstone. These are bad. Leftover crops is actually fine, though. This will mean I never have to make packs of provisions ever. And that's pretty relevant to my interests. So let's go ahead and find where we're making packs of provisions and tell them that we're good, actually. We don't need to do any of that anymore. Oh my god. Game. Furnace or ranch. Please. I'm gonna have to keep money for rerolls at this rate. It's ridiculous. I'm insulted. Anyway, how are we doing down here? Need more housing and decor is how we're doing down here. Just the one house is all it'll take to upgrade this to the next level, so like, maybe I work on the decorations now. Make more fences around here. I mean, that is what I like to do. It should take care of at least a fairly sizable portion of the comfort needs they have. In a pretty way, which is very important. I mean, this is kind of like prime warehouse spot here, but it's also probably fine. Maybe I don't have to like stress over it too much. Maybe. Alright, we're gonna get weird with it. Bushes and ferns. Benches. benches for everybody. Or something. Yeah. Looks great. Maybe. I guess we'll see. But it looks great in my heart, and that's almost as good as looking great currently. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oop, we gonna need a lizard that is not being optimized to fill out the temple. Oh baby. Let's burn oil. God, we have so much wood. I might not take woodcutters away. I might just burn wood through the entire storm and just get hostility reduction that way. It's viable. It's viable and nobody can tell me otherwise. You're doing fine. You're also doing fine. You could use more scroll production, though it's not strictly needed. Hi, Trapper's Camp. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do indeed. Our other one's a dinky, lame Trapper's Camp for lame, dinky people. This one's a beefy, sexy lumber camp for attractive people. I want that one. So we're getting it. And exploration is done. Some planks and some bricks. I will not say no to that. I should pipe up the... Oh, the bakery's done too. Good. Let's find some lizards that are not being optimized. You. Congratulations, you're baking stuff. You should also be exclusively baking stuff in here, now that I look at it. Because we can pipe this up with drizzle water and actually get a bonus to it. So that's pretty relevant to what we want to have happen. We still need incense being made though, so you guys stay in there. The butcher's... I mean, it's not idle, but it is pretty idle. We don't need that much production on that, so maybe I'll cut that out. Call it fine. I guess we're fine. I might need to turn off education in here because we need to stockpile scrolls for one of our orders. So, as annoyed as I'm sure the beavers are being denied religion, or education, which they're really not apparently. I guess it's not denying it, it's just turning it off. That's... It feels like a distinction without a difference. But whatever, we take those. Alright, Brotherhood is done. Excellent. Bonus to incense production, and I'm so happy about it, I'm going to cancel them and make them produce slightly more efficient incense. I don't want any of these. We're getting money for rerolls soon, though. I don't mind waiting a bit. This is Some terrible, terrible price. This is good though. This is really good actually. Pretty happy with that. Okay. Everyone's housed. Everyone's pretty good and happy and stuff. Guess I could drop a forum down here too, huh? In fact, I should. I should be doing that thing. Here, you clear this area out. So we can drop a forum there. You are busy with important stuff. You are busy with also important stuff. I'm going to move you closer to the important stuff. Okay. We have enough money for a reroll. Cross fingers. Whiff again. My god. I mean, there's a universe where we get a third building. Exists a point where I'd be like, gosh, Guildhouse was sure nice. I guess. Ugh. These are awful. Where's the metal? Where's the gosh darn metal? Just doesn't exist. Metal's a myth. It's a lie told you by big smelters. Sigh. Alright, you can be in there. So we can slap you on the trapper's camp, start getting some of these eggs. Nice to have those again, at least. Da da dum dum dum. Dum 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 dum. You're not actually doing anything in there, so why don't you go to this hearth and be a firekeeper because you like it. Low on food again. That continues to be a little frightening. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little shocked we're not keeping up with it better. Maybe I need to turn off herb production. Maybe we're just overproducing herbs and that's our problem. Maybe this place just needs to make roots and nothing else. Maybe. And we're keeping up with it basically. Oh yeah, I can also turn on education again. I should do that. Then everyone will have services. Wait, everyone will have services. Wait, everyone will have services. That means Eerie's song won't kill anybody. That's weird. That's usually not the way I handle that particular forest mystery. Usually the way I handle that forest mystery is going like, ugh, I hate this forest mystery. It sucks so bad. How are we at 2 hostility? Cause we're so, oh my god, it's cause we have so much incense. And we have so many people on, oh my god, Fire Legend controls nutty. That's crazy. Holy butts. Okay. What? Wow. Jeez. I mean, I knew it was good. I just am so unused to it actually paying off. This feels weird. Paying off? That's not supposed to happen at all! I'm supposed to just feel like it's all futile and for nothing. Effitude? Let's just burn a bunch of wood. Okay, there we go. Now we're not fully saturated anymore. And no, we actually still have like 40 incense kicking around. That's more than enough for everybody to have services. That's crazy. That's just crazy. We got all our orders done. I guess we win on year 7. If there was a way I could win now, I would do it. But I don't think there is. I don't have any tool production or metal production, which just continually bit me in the butt. Gotta mention that. But I guess it's like fine. Love to get some money to maybe reroll for a blueprint. That is money. It's terrible though. The price they're offering is an insult. But yeah, also I can make some nice housing over here. Don't see why I wouldn't. Need a lizard house, a human house, and 2 beaver houses. That's so doable. Let's just do that. You can go here, chop out this section, it's all good. Road go here. Could have sworn I marked that for chopping. Maybe it still is and it's just white on white. Maybe. Put a human house next to the farm because that's what they do. They farm. That's all they do. Put that next to the kiln because it looks good. Cool. Yeah, don't have tools to open up the caches. That would provide me for a little bit of herbiderp. That would provide me a little bit of reputation, enough to win. Foragers camp has run out of deposits. No roots. None at all. Okay, well... Gather herbs, I guess. Gosh, how are we this low on food? I've got so many farms going. This feels like it makes no sense. I do not understand this. Is it just because we're like stymied on harvesting and stuff like that? Maybe. I do need to keep upgrading human houses to eliminate the rooty ground penalty. So doing that's probably good. Okay, there we go. We're out now. Still, we have plus 40 speed. It's down from its usual 30 to 26. Of course, its usual 30 is unmodified by Rudy Ground, so we're not really there yet. But a couple of packs of crops will get us there. Not that we have a lot to spare, granted. No one's like starving, right? No. We're just low. We're just constantly being very scared of how low our food is. Gotta say, not a huge fan of being super scared of where our food is. But surely next year it'll be solved, right? There's no way. There's very simply no way. It couldn't just be solved next year. Also, we're just gonna win. So, there's that. Yeah, let's just get some raw food from grain that we're building a billion of. Hello, Ziadani. How are you? A lot of unnecessary stuff in here, huh? I guess I'll take the fabric. It's certainly fine. And we can buy some food. So that we are not, like, actually starving. Yeah. Good. Good, good. Any good trade routes out there? Doesn't really look like it at all. Do 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 do. I guess that one's just okay. The woodcutter's camp has run out of trees. What nonsense is this? There's infinity trees. Anyway, if the bright blue in the upper left corner didn't tip you off, we're gonna just win through resolve at year 7, which is pretty nice. Any game that ends before year 8 is real sweet. Yeah, Firelink's Ritual is surprisingly potent if you can keep a good supply of incense around. Which we did. So, sick. Yes, make pie. Just make all of the pie. No need for you to make anything but pie. In fact, I might just... What am I doing? If I unpause, I win. I do not need to stress out over the long-term health of the colony right now, because the colony is done. Yes, thank you. Apprentice Archaeology. Unlocked. Untamed Wild. Unlocked. And we got some fragments. It's all good. It's lovely. Dum, dum, dum. Alright. We have 38 of the 45 seals we need. Like, sure does feel like there's no possible way I won't get 2 done here. So we can just pick up some more supply packages, really. And in the next game, we're gonna have no orders. No orders sucks a lot. Because that's basically where all my reputation comes from. Like, all of it, though. So, that'll be fun. But that's for next time. For now, we're going to turn in these deeds and see if I can't afford an upgrade. Boop, boop. With 104 foodstuffs, I can't. I'm 4 foodstuffs short of any upgrades. Flat face. Welp. No, 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 no. I'm already flagging. So, we're gonna call that good. First we visit Aunt Lori. Hi, Aunt Lori. It's good to see you too. Can you tell me a story? Have you heard of the Mossback family? You met Zara the Treasurer. Zara. That sounds vaguely familiar. I'm just gonna click. Yeah, the name rings a bell. Oh, they're one of the wealthiest families in the kingdom. They have their fingers in just about every organization in the Citadel. They mostly keep to themselves, but you've probably met Zorg and Zara. They're the most prominent public faces of the family. I met Zorg, not Zara, though. The rest of the clan is rarely seen in public, and no one even knows if their patriarch, Zethor Mossback, is still alive. Rumor has it, he's amassed his fortune through some questionable dealings at the expense of his own kin during the Great Civil War. And don't even get me started on the accusations surrounding his son, Zorg. Laurie's face contorts into an unpleasant grimace. Ah, what am I doing? Enough of this gossip. She smiles with slight embarrassment. People love spinning tales. Most of them probably aren't even true. Just be careful when dealing with them. So that's that. Nice story, Lori. I love your Lori stories. Well, that was a lovely game. There were some really dicey parts in the early game when it was just timed order after timed order, and those sucked. But we got through it, and then we kind of cruised. It's pretty easy after that. So yeah, it was a good time. Looks like Whimsy's playing against the Storm. I don't know if he's... Oh yeah, he's working on the Queen's hand. He's getting real close to the adamantine seal. That's very exciting. Maybe I'll find my gamer gut and try that out once I've gotten all my upgrades and I feel like I'm done. But for now, I'm content to play a fairly chill game of Against the Storm. But for now, I'm gonna say thank you for watching. Really appreciate that. And yeah, I'll send you off to Whimsy. It'll be lovely. And I hope you have a lovely evening or rest of the day or whatever, because you're lovely people. Thank you. And take care. Peace.